Hey Andrew, got your sewing jig all assembled. If you looked at my recent Facebook post, I showed how I lined it up to your template so that the sewing machine holes in the arm match up in alignment with your feed dogs and all. And so here it is, it's all done. Check it out. It's cardboard like you've been using, so at least you'll be familiar with it. So I line up the holes with the arm. And so when you adjust these, you just retape it once you get it the right width of the line you want. And then you retape it, and then it'll work just fine. Just kidding. No, actually, here it is. This was actually my first prototype. This is how I started off, dude. But anyhow, here's yours. And we line up the holes to the holes on the template. And your needle hole is right where we want it. And so that's one. And where's the other one? This one's 180 around. This hole's over here. Line those holes up. So there's the needle hole right where I want it. And the feed dogs. Here we go, get her centered. Need to move this one a little more this way. This hole's here. Open this one. There we go. Now we're perfect centered. Okay. So there she be. So there's an arrow pointing down here, an arrow pointing up there. You can't see my hands. Arrow pointing. There's an arrow pointing up there, and an arrow pointing down here. And when you turn these in the direction of the arrows, which are opposing each other, these will open up. And when you turn the opposite direction, they close together. And you get used to it afterward. There's a little bit of learning curve there, but you'll get it. And so I'll give a video on how to go ahead and line it up with, once you get it on, screwed into your sewing machine. So you have to get an accessory, what they call it, a seam guide, that usually goes and attaches these hose, and then the threaded bolt is what you need from that kit that you buy that's for that machine. Or you can just find out what those thread are. Mine is an M4 by 17 pitch. On the Bernina's, the fast might be a little bit different. You can go to a hardware store and try different bolts and see, see if you can work it that way. Or you can just contact a FAF dealer and see if they know for your model and whatnot what threaded bolts will fit for yours to secure that. And you may just have to just go to the hardware store and see if they have that size once you find out what the size is. But anyhow, there she be. I'll give her a test run tomorrow, and then we'll get her shipped out probably Monday. Maybe by the end of tomorrow before the post office closes, but I want to give it a good test first. I don't want to rush that. But as you can see, so if I go the opposite of the arrows, they will close. And they go with the arrows, they open, like so. And opposite of the arrows, they close. And that's how she works.